The minister himself had lied on TV that he didn't have any properties in the US, that the only property he had was the property that was donated to his wife by the wife's father or mother. I don't know which work they did or they were doing, but in investigating further, we found out there were 4 properties in the name of the wife that were then donated. Listen to this. They then donated the properties that were millions at $10 per property to their children. So you buy a property for $2 million, you then give it to your children at $10. One of them was given at $100. So that was where they were caught. And we know that the Nigerian system is too weak to deal with those things. But honestly, the little I know about law, the territorial jurisdiction for that crime is Florida. Yes, yes, it's in Florida, and we have written the Attorney General of Florida to ensure that the investigation commences immediately to unravel how the monies got to the U.S. to buy those properties that are millions of dollars at the time that the people of Rivers, where the minister formerly used to be governor, couldn't even afford clean water, good schools, and hospitals. So Florida will get back to us. We also intend on pursuing the Nigerian side of things. We're still working on those things. So, but we want to thank Nigerians in the large numbers who have provided information. This is the first time that we crowdsource on finding information on a crime committed on Nigerian. People were sending information. We found hotels in Rivers, multi-billion naira hotels, hospitals, houses, lands in Abuja. There was a land in which we heard that he paid 8 billion naira in cash to buy a piece of land in a River Park Estate. So all these things are not going to go, even if the president of Nigeria refuses, or the EFCC that has an eagle that has now tied his eyes. If they cannot do anything, the people of Nigeria will do something about this.
Is it your son that they said that you gave land to?
That I gave
expanse of land to
2,000 hectares in Asokoro.
Yeah. Is that what happened?
And then what is the square meter of the whole of Asokoro? There's some news here. He said, please, I don't need to cross-check this. You know, you just see them, people try to make all kinds of allegations here and there. Well, you know, yeah, when they say that they rush me in an ambulance, I have a heart attack.
But you visited your doctors when you traveled recently?
Yeah, which doctor?
Didn't you?
Which doctor? What's the name of the doctor?
Well, you just returned to the country.
Sure, look, I've never traveled. I have to go and stay on holiday with my wife and my children for the first time. I went to Dubai with my children, with my wife, beautiful wife in that matter. I traveled with my wife and children to Greece. From Greece, I just down to London, enjoying my life. And because I know there are a lot of work, which I've started today, two weeks flagging up and commissioning again. Come on, I need a break. You
didn't go to the house you were said to have bought in the United States. With all the records that
there's no record. It's not shit. That's why.
As a government,
when they pay bribe to people like Sowore, with all due respect, like Sowore, with all due respect, if there's anybody who does not like to travel to America, it's me. Ask anybody. My wife is an American. My children are American. Their parents, my wife are Americans. For Christ's sake, in 2007, this issue came up. That, my wife, as always, my business. Let anybody show me where I bought a house, which I can't pass through. If my wife and the parents are saying, look, these are our grandchildren. We give this house to you. My wife, now they are still teenagers. Hold it in trust for them. Let anybody in this world say, the money passed through, I can B, so I can Z. When I was running election, this matter came up. When my wife was to be confounded at the court of appeal, it's about so all kinds of things. I saw they say, oh, well, it had been found that Wike put so they have what how many millions?
That's an awful lot of property there.
Why not ask yourself, can they publish it?
No, it's been published.
It's not published. It's not correct. That's a show where it's not correct. Why they put this? Oh, this house.
But is the house not in the name of your wife and children?
What is my business?
You don't know what your wife and children own?
What I'm saying is this: they are all Americans. My wife's parents are Americans. So, if they gave them a house, what's my business? I never bought any house.
Million of dollars worth of property.
You call these millions as if we are talking about thousands, which I can't really pass. Who bought it in their name? You see, it is not in Nigeria here where you can buy something and you can hide it. You cannot buy a house of even $100,000 that the documentation will not show. Let anybody say, this, look at the money passed through just on Wike's account, or it passed through his friend's account. See, let anybody say so. This thing they are talking about from 2008. 2008. They will carry it as I was a governor, as I was a minister. Nothing like that. It's not correct. But that is not my business. If anybody else, bring it up. It's not when I take a decision to do something. In order to divert attention, you go and say, oh, yes, we did this. Oh, he gave his son 2,000 hectares of land in Sowore. I mean, what kind of stories are that? Bring the document, let us see.
You see, ever since Sowore exposed Wike regarding the mansions that he owns abroad, and he was found on TV trying to defend it, was it trying to explain the mansion in the USA, there are other persons who have come in to state categorically that there are other things that he owns that people don't even know about. And one of the luxury properties that he owns and that people have exposed is the hotel in Rivers. Guys, have you seen that hotel? It's allegedly one of the most expensive hotels in Nigeria. Aside the Hilton, of course, Hilton hotel in Abuja, some people claim that that hotel is the next most expensive hotel in Nigeria. That is what, around 700K for the least room there. Are you kidding me? You can't deal. The hotel is luxurious. So I'm going to leave you with a video of the hotel that has been trending online. Remember, he has also lied about the fact that the so-called properties in abroad was actually given to the wife in trust for the kids by her parents. So it says none of his business. It doesn't care what it is. But then there are other exposures that have also come up to counter that. This is what Sowore has been saying. Let's listen to what Sowore says. He says that one, that property was given to the kids in trust for way less than the amount that he's claiming. The house was bought for $2 million US, and then they're not given to the kids for $10, for $100. This is actually what they found. They petitioned the Attorney General of Florida, and they said they're waiting for a response. I don't know where this is actually going to get us, but it does look like one of those things that would come and go. But again, watch the visuals of the luxurious hotels that Wike has in Rivers. For those who are in Rivers, tell us what you're saying. Is that really true that the hotel is the most expensive? Have you been there? What does it look like? Have you been to that environment? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you as always. Good morning.